Do you want to control the twitch extended barrel like this? Stick around for some very useful recoil tips. And I'll be showing you guys most of my attachments in the entire game. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how I control recoil. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to get better at controlling it. I know just copying my sensitivity isn't going to give that to you. Like back when I used to start playing the game, like in year 3 or something, I used to try other sensitivities too. It's not the play, trust me. I've stuck on pretty much the same couple sensitivities since then. Like, I was on one for, like, 3 or 4 years as I was playing the game, and then now I've been on this one for, like, a good half a year or something. I switched to on my YouTube in one of my full solo queue games, and I've been on it ever since. I will show you guys. I know some people are going to ask anyway. I'm on 55 vertical, which is very high. I'll get to that later on. I'm on 80 horizontal, which is pretty high, too. Just a normal high sense. 12 left stick is because of stick drift, and then I use 5 right stick. I don't want to lower that. I know you can now. 3 is probably not bad either, but somewhere between 3 and 5 are best. I don't like to go above 5 on the right stick, even if there is some drift, because at that point I just get a new controller. Right stick is too important to have it above 5. I also use disable for the advanced settings. I hear that's better. I don't think it matters if it's enabled or disabled, as long as they're off. Here's my ADS ones too, 25, 29 mainly. And then 33 for 2x sometimes. But that's pretty much it there. So I'm in the shooting range right now. This wasn't a thing back when I really started practicing recoil a lot and trying to get better with it. So I'm not going to like use the range and everything. I'm just using it for examples. Because there are better ways now to do it, obviously, with the new tools they've given. And I've done it a little bit, but not too much. But there are some really good ways. So pretty much all you want to do is go to a wall, go to like 10 meters away. That's a good starting point. Obviously in the intro I was 30 and it was a dot, so 10 should be pretty easy. Let's try that. Literally just aim and start shooting at the exact same spot like that. And try to shoot your whole clip. Maybe try flicking around like that a little bit too, just at the start. Just a little simple flick. Just for your spray transfers pretty much. Like that. That's all you want to do for that. Because when you're in game, you're not going to be standing there just shooting at a target a lot of the time. Sometimes you are, if you're holding an angle, but you want to try like moving around and practicing the spray transfers a lot. That's what you'll be doing in game most of the time, so that's very important. So yeah, that's a good starter method. That's what I would start doing. Like start like 10 meters away, like I said. Go back to like maybe 15 now. Just add some distance on. Try to control it as good as you can. Just do a few bursts. You don't have to do too much. The best time to do this, you can just do it like some practice sessions if you want, but also before you play the game, try to warm up. Do this a few times against the wall with your like most played operators, I guess. Or just do it with the highest recoil one. So use like Twitch, use SMG-11, SMG-12, Goyo's gun, Ella's gun, stuff like that, you know? Not stuff with low recoil like Sledge. Don't try like using like Sledge for this. That's not gonna help too much. I mean, you can if you want, but that's not gonna be the best for practicing your recoil because it doesn't have much. So use something like Twitch, like I'm using right now. If you can control Twitch's gun, you're probably gonna be good controlling most weapons. Or like the SMG-12, for example, probably the worst recoil in the game. And I do use it all the time in my videos. So another thing I do, even to this day, when I'm in my training grounds warming up, RIP training grounds next season though, unfortunate. I start leaning left, and then I start spray transferring to the middle, and then try to lean right as I'm spray transferring more to the right like that. So I'll show you. Kind of like that. That gets your thumbs very warmed up for in-game stuff, because you're practicing your lean, you're practicing your aim, like your flicks, and you're practicing your recoil while doing all of that other stuff. So if you can start doing all of them at once, it's going to really help you a lot. That's a little drill I like doing a lot. Just a few times when I'm running through my training grounds. I do disarm bomb, by the way, to warm up. If they ever bring training grounds back, that's just for future reference in this video. If not, though, I'm sure you can do the same kind of stuff in the AI mode they're adding. It's just not as good. But that's probably how I'll be warming up. Also, if you were wondering, after the disarms, I do like a couple free-for-alls. That's the new mode they added. I don't do team deathmatch. I literally just do the free-for-all. Very good practice. You can shoot literally every target that's on the map. It gets very annoying with some players that run shotguns or whatever. They're hiding corners and don't move, but Just try to run around as much as you can and get as many kills as you possibly can. Don't worry about your deaths. You just respawn. So I'm on the little practice settings now. I'll be showing you the advanced method since this is a thing now, and I'm pretty sure the shooting range isn't going anywhere. So turn your infinite ammo on, and that's pretty much it. The rest of these things don't really matter for this. Just turn that on and begin, and now you have unlimited ammo to spray. Just constantly spray against the wall like this. Try to control that as good as you possibly can now for as long as you can. Eventually your thumb will start feeling it, especially on the high recoil weapons. But try to just keep doing that for as long as possible. You don't have to do it for the full 60 just for this example, but you can if you want. If you feel like your thumb's getting a little bit, not sore, but you can kind of feel the burn, that is a good thing. That's helping it with the muscle memory aspect of things. It's like when you work out, it's good when your muscles get sore, you know? So that's just your thumb getting trained better. So that is a good thing. If you feel that, just don't hurt it. You don't want it to be in pain or something. Never go that far. Just FYI. Now you can also, instead of just shooting at one spot, like I was doing before, try to spray transfer. And you keep doing this as long as you actually want to now, since there's unlimited ammo. Obviously until the time runs out like there, but when it happens, just press begin again and you're good. You don't have to worry. So now, just do it again. I'm telling you, this is a very good warm-up. Like, I just got on and I already feel a lot better just running through a couple minutes of the shooting range. So, very, very good. And you can do this with every single weapon in the game. So, let me switch. Let's go, like, sieqe LMG. I know this one has a lot of recoil, too. So, we can try this one out. This one's really going to be a thumb workout. And then I'll show you an even worse weapon after this. Well, for me, I mean, it doesn't look like there's much recoil on this thing, but I assure you there is. You got to get your thumb at the perfect spot here. It's not easy doing this. Let me try some transfers now. If anybody is wondering, by the way, I'm using a Power A Spectra controller. It's officially licensed by Microsoft, but it is very nice. I like how the sticks feel on it. And I use a Control Freaks on the right, like a long one, and then a short one on the left. Just for reference. So I feel like that's good enough there. Now, obviously, even if it's not as good as mine, this is a very good way to practice and keep track of how your recoil is progressing. So you can just use like Xbox game clips or whatever. Just record it, see if it's getting better and better. You'll probably start seeing results after like a week or two even. It's not that long, really. As long as you keep practicing before you play, like as a warm-up or whatever, like I said, it's going to get you results, I promise. It's easier than it ever has been before right now with the shooting range here, because you never have to reload your gun, so you can do it much quicker than I had to do this stuff back in the day when I was trying to improve. So yeah, good luck in the shooting range. Before we stop, I just want to show you the SMG-12 too. So this is probably the worst recoil in the game right here on this gun. There are going to be some very random and jumpy moments still, but obviously, for the most part, this is insane recoil control on this gun. We are 20 meters away, and just a little dot over here still. I mean, a big dot, but you know what I mean. It does get very jumpy after a certain amount of shots, so if you keep shooting over, like, the first 10 bullets, it's going to get ridiculous. I'm telling you, this is a thumb workout right here. Even for me. And I've done this kind of stuff before. I should do it more often, honestly, to keep the rust off, because I don't play this game too much, but yeah, not too bad there. Very good practice. You can even do this and try to hit the balls as you're aiming, kind of like this. Again, very tough. It has some random jerks and what have you. It's a reword right there. You know, the other day I was wondering why I said there was a drum carcass. I don't even know what that means. I literally called the drum on Skyscraper, since it was like naked, it didn't have the stuff on. I called it a carcass. That's still lingering in my head. I don't know why I called it that. I just noticed it when I was editing the video last night. But anyways, that's besides the point. That's a really good way to practice your recoil. I've given you multiple drills you can do, even just against a wall. Like I said, if you're doing a training grounds or whatever, just do that kind of stuff and you will get better. Now, for this part of the video, I want to show you guys my attachments for like most played guns, I should say. If there is a gun that I don't get to in this video, just ask me in the comments and I'll tell you, I promise. I try to answer every single last comment down there below, so Never feel afraid to say what you want down there. Just be respectful to me and others, of course. But yeah, you guys are pretty good at that. I have a great community around here. I don't really get much negative comments. Okay, so we'll start in sledge here. Like I said, not much recoil. I use the suppressor because of that. Usually you're going to want to use suppressor or extended barrel if there's not much recoil to it. So I use a lot of those, obviously. I do love suppressor because they have no idea where you're shooting from. There's no loss in damage anymore like there used to be. And it's just so good. The no tracers is big. Especially this next season with grenades. I feel like if you run grenades now, like on sledge, and you use a suppressor, shoot the first layer of the floor off from below, throw the grenade through, and they will not have much time to react because you're not going to give the tracers away when you're shooting through the bottom like you normally would if you tried that. So I feel like it's going to be pretty good. They will get the grenade indicator still, but I mean, not for long, I don't think. I guess we'll have to see. So here's sledge right here. I'll just shoot a little bit for you, just like one clip. It gets a little bit jumpy to the left and right, but I mean, there's like no vertical recoil on this thing really. So I use suppressor just like that. Thatcher, same loadout. Exact same gun. Ash, I use the G3 1.5 suppressor, and if I use the R4C, just hollow A flash vert grip like that. I'll show you these two. I do love the G3. Probably one of my favorite and most used guns the last couple seasons now. So there you go. This gun's a beast. Very good. And here's the R4C. I haven't used this in a bit, so we'll see how this looks. Checks out. Not bad at all. I probably should try this one and get a bit more. We'll see though. We'll see. Here's Thermite 1.5 again suppressor. There is some jumpiness to it. It's kind of like the LA on sledge. I don't like these guns as much because the fire rate's low. Since I'm a headshot player and I have good recoil control, I like using the high fire rate guns. Like I prefer stuff like SMG 11, 12, you know, Twitch, that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's that recoil. How about this skin setup too? This is like a super old legendary skin, the Hot Rod one. It's going to go for a bit in the marketplace probably. I already showed you the F2 extended barrel. Monse, nothing to show there. Not glass. Fuse. I'll show you the AK. I use the same setup as Ace 2 on this. This gun is like one of the best in the game. It has so low of recoil, I'm over controlling it. It's insane. Yeah, I'm literally like over controlling it because it's so low. That's crazy. Best gun in the game for sure. I'll show you IQ. I already put the flash on because they are making it worse next season, this gun. We'll see how bad it gets, and I might stick with extended barrel still or something. But I'll show you this for now with a flash hider. Yeah, insane gun right now. That's why I use extended barrel usually, but again, I'm not sure what they're changing or how bad it's going to change. Buck, I use the suppressor too. If you've been watching my videos, you know this. Also one of my favorite guns in the game for sure. So good, man. So good. I don't really play Blackbeard, but I use the SR25 on him. 2X, muzzle. I'll show you this, I guess. Why not? Let me test my trigger finger. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. Capital, I use the para. I use angle grip because this gun ADS is very slow, I feel like, and it always gets me killed because, again, low fire rate weapon. But there isn't much recoil at all on this, so it's still pretty good. Yeah, again, some random jumpiness, but that's a normal thing in this game. There you go right there. Very good, just a little dot. Next up is Abana. I use the 1.5 flash, just normal stuff there. I don't think extended barrel is an option. Suppressor's probably not bad either, though, to be honest. And then on the bearing, I use hollow A flash. I do prefer the hollow A out of the 1X scopes. But that one red dot one's not too bad either. Again, solo recoil, kind of like the AK-12. It's like too much almost. And I keep going up and down because my vertical's really high. Also, I was going to talk about it earlier, but the vertical being this high, 55, I feel like that helps me a little bit. Once you get used to it, it's hard at first, but once you get used to it, I feel like it really does help. having like a higher vert for the high recoil weapons. So maybe that's my secret, I don't know. It's all just personal preference at the end of the day, though. I used to run 40 and like 35, so who knows? Wrong thing. I'll show you the bearing too. So again, like the other pocket SMGs, I'm very good with this one. Keep moving. My stick drift is getting worse and worse, I feel like. Okay, Jackal 1.5 flash hider. Just the usual there. I haven't used this gun in ages because I don't play Jackal, but also one of the best guns in the game, without a doubt in my mind. This and the AK. Ying, I use suppressor, and I use angled because you're trying to get in there fast with Ying. So I feel like it's better to ADS quicker like that. And the suppressor is good. If they're fully blind, they won't see your tracers as fast when they're getting unblind, so that's the reasoning for that. There's usually a reason why I'm using something. And still no recoil really, so I do like this. Keep in mind I'm shooting 81 bullets, so it gets pretty random and jumpy. Very good though. With Zofia, I use the 1.5 flash as well. Also on all pistols, I use the muzzle laser pretty much. I think like IQ I use suppressor, but that's about it. Zofia's gun, not the best in the world with recoil, but I feel like I can make it work pretty well, I'd have to say. Dokkaebi, I just use 1.5 muzzle. I use this gun all the time because I love Dokkaebi so much. I feel like I got her trigger finger down better than the other DMRs. Something about her gun, it just feels different. I don't know what it is, but I do love it. And I've showed you the SMG-12 already. For Lion, I use 1.5 suppressor vert, because not much recoil. So many bullets on this thing too, this gun's underrated. What a good weapon right here. This gun's ridiculous. I need to play Lion more next season for my videos. I've already showed you that gun for Finka. I'll show you the spear. The one I do use regularly. It is tough going from gun to gun in this because the recoil patterns are not similar. I mean, some are, but some aren't. There you go for Finka. Just takes a few tries. I do love my gun setup on Finka too. The purple with his chief skin. Very good. Maverick, I use 1.5 suppressor as well. Common theme. There are going to be some different ones here as we keep going though. I mean, that's really good on Maverick there. Nomad, same thing. I don't really play as much Nomad these days. I used to love her with the ACOG back in the day, but they did take that away, unfortunately. Yeah, no recoil on this gun, it's insane. Used to made it on Yana too. Gridlock, I use the suppressor there. On shotguns, 2 on attack, I use laser because you're on attack, so I mean, it's not like I'm trying to be sneaky if I have the shotgun out. And I use Reflex A on all of my shotguns, pretty much. There you go for Gridlock, suppressor. Insane gun, I love this one. Nook, same thing, 1.5 suppressor. That's all you get options for. You guys just see me destroying people on Skyscraper with this thing the other day. Very good gun. It gets a little bit jumpy at the end, but it still works. Still works for sure. Armor, I'm going to use the angle grip again, because I feel like if you're playing Armor, you need to get active, and this is an LMG, so the ADS is very bad. So I like having that for the speed, and then flash 1.5. I do love this gun too. This is one of my favorites in the game. It's not as good as like the AK or something, but it's nearly up there. So good. Like, what an insane weapon this is. Okay, SMG-12, I just use hollow and then flash height or vert. Standard stuff. I love this gun too. One of my favorites to play in the game. It's so much fun. I love playing like some smoke with it or something on the loadout. Cali, I use this gun, extended barrel, just for the damage, to make it as good as possible if I'm playing Cali. I just need to hit the shots as fast as I can. This gun is very jumpy. Might be the jumpiest in the entire game, like over Ella's gun even. It gets insane. Like, look at that, that was shaking. I don't play her much anyway, though. We've already been over Yana's gun there. Ace's Zero is interesting. I do run the 2X with extended angle grip on it. I know that's very weird, but that's just what I like. And it's always felt good. One of the only guns I run the 2X on. Look at that, there's no recoil on this thing. And the damage is 50. This might be my favorite gun in the game, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's just insane. I love playing Zero because of it. Zero is underrated for solo queue as well. Flores, I actually run the same thing. 2X flash hider, not extended, but with the angle grip. I don't know what it is. I like the angle with the 2X, kinda. I just feel used to it at this point. And this gun's really good too. Yeah, just insane weapon again. So many good guns in this game on attack. For OSA, I use extended barrel with a 1.5 on the PDW. I don't run the thermite gun. Because again, like I said, I like the high fire rate weapons. Yeah, not too much recoil on this one. It shakes a little bit, but it stays pretty much in the center. Not too bad at all. With Sense, I run the same thing, extended barrel on that, 1.5. I haven't played this gun in a bit. It's actually good now, I think. Oh yeah, it is. Wow. This gun's like better than OSA's. Sorry, I keep like letting it get away, like right there at the end, because I forgot there's so much ammo on this kind of gun. I haven't done the best ones with them so far, but that's better there. Not too bad at all. Interesting skin I got there. Same thing for that gun. Brava. I have it set up wrong right now. I use the same thing as Capital though. I don't play Brava too much, as you can tell. With the R4C on RAM, I use extended barrel instead of the flash hider. Since I'm using the 1.5, I feel like it's better. Yeah, look at that. It's crazy. They are a good gun. R4C with the 1.5. And extended barrel. That's insane. On defense, pretty much, the UMP I use suppressor vert grip. You've been seeing this in my skyscraper videos as well. I feel it's a little bit more jumpy with the suppressor, but again, I just like it because it gives you that extra second. They don't know where you are. If you're like flanking, you're shooting from an off angle or something. Same thing for pulse. Extended barrel on the MP5. 1.5, obviously. One of my favorite defensive weapons in the game right here. I believe there's going to be a really good Night Haven match coming for you guys tomorrow, where I was using that gun. Had a couple really good rounds in that one. On Capcan's gun, I actually don't use this anymore. I use extended barrel with the hollow A. I switch back and forth. I'll show you the other side I use. Really fun weapon to use here too, though. Sometimes it feels a little jumpy, but it's not terrible. Reflex B is also good. That's what I meant earlier. Yeah, this one here, I don't know what it is. It used to be the only option on Capcan, so I mean, I guess maybe I got used to it. But I do like it. Okay, to Jaeger, I use the hollow A flash. I'm actually running through most operators here for you guys, so I got you covered. There's that one. Really good setup on Jaeger. On the Bandit gun, I use suppressor with a hollow A, actually. There's no grip option. I do like this a lot, too. This feels like one of the... This feels like an absolute laser. This is like the F2 on defense, kind of. Fire rate's absolutely insane. Frost, I use extended with the angle grip. I haven't played Frost in a while, actually. I used to play her a lot a couple seasons back. She used to be like my main, her in Capcam, but kind of drifted away from it. On the MPX, I use hollow A flash. It's going to be the same thing on Warren, I think. Maybe the extended barrel on him, I'm not sure. Nothing on Cav. Echo, there's not many options either. Same stuff as before. Mirror, I use hollow A flash because quite a bit of jumpy recoil on this gun. Look at this gun setup, by the way. This is an OG Pro League skin right here. Still pretty good, though. I do like this gun a lot. The fire rate's just ridiculous again. Legion, also one of my favorite guns. Extended barrel, I throw on there. And then the rest is the same as usual. Love Legion's gun. Like I said, Legion's my go-to operator at the moment, I think. Ella, I run the compensator, something different than usual. because there is a lot of random jumpiness left and right. It's not as bad up and down as left and right. Like, look at that. After a certain amount of bullets, it gets crazy. I mean, that wasn't too bad there, but you know what I mean. We all been there before with Ella. Vigil, I run the suppressor on this gun. Guess I'll do it for you. This dragon skin is very nice. I like it. I haven't played Vigil as much recently either because he's kind of fallen out of the meta. Maestro Alda, I run Holloway Flash Vert again. Haven't used this gun in a second either. It is crazy though, not much recoil really. 81 bullets. Alibi, same thing, again. Another just ridiculous weapon with a fire, right? Maybe this is like the mini F2 actually, turns out. Pretty good though. Cade, I use this shotgun. Same on Goya. Well, not right now I guess, but I use the 1.5 vert grip. No suppressor because I feel like it just, if you're playing Cade on sight, I've said this before, it's kind of like putting slippers on an elephant at the end of the day. Yeah, I do love this gun a lot. This is a really fun one to play with the shotgun. And you can set up sight. A solo queue dream, let me tell you. The Maseroni, I run extended barrel. There's like no recoil on this thing pretty much. So I might as well get the damage because the damage does suck. So if you're not hitting your headshots, you're going to be in a bit of a pickle there. Not too bad. Oh, yeah, right now the Warden shotgun was equipped, but yeah, normally I run extended barrel like I said. I'll show you this because I know a lot of people like playing Warden still. Again, that keeps just drifting up on me. My stick drift's getting a little bit worse. Oh, not too bad there at all. I really just gotta concentrate and pull. I keep moving to the left even. It's so weird. Okay, Goya, I'll show you this gun, the Vector. Same thing as Mira, just with a 1.5. Yeah, not too bad at all. Very jumpy, but I feel like it's controllable. Usually you're not going to be fighting from this range and needing that many bullets. Well, I use 1.5 flash. Definitely one of my mains on the defensive side, I'd say. No recoil on this. You could probably slap the extended barrel on this gun and it'd be fine still. Does it have a silencer? Oh my god, I've never seen anybody run this suppressor on this gun. What does this even sound like? Oh, it's like Echo's gun. It's literally the same noise. Interesting. Maybe I'll start running this. I feel like the recoil is still really good. I like that. I'll try it out. Same thing on Oryx there. Same thing on... Actually, no, I run suppressor on her for this one with a hollow A only, but that's just for a certain strat, really, where I play Melusi. I don't use Thunderbirds. I'll use Thorn, extended barrel here. I mean, there you go, not much recoil. The zombie, same thing as the cap can. Solus, I'll use the P90 for you, just Holloway flash. Sometimes I get crazy and run like the suppressor on it though, when I'm going for some insane flanks or something. It is satisfying to get kills with, but no recoil on this gun. This gun is absolutely amazing. I do love playing it. And then Fenrir, same thing as earlier. So that is pretty much it, I think. I hope these tips were able to help you out, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my attachments and everything. I know a lot of people ask for these all the time, so leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.